Welcome back to the channel. So, I was actually going to do this on Reddit, but for some reason, through my whole setup on here, it just wouldn't let me scroll. There was like this section in Reddit called Britain, excuse me. And, people were talking about the election in Britain, and I was going to read those comments off, but unfortunately, like I said, my program, it just, I don't know, it was not working out. So I found this video on YouTube that says, how has the UK reacted to Donald Trump's election victory? Right? So we're going to go ahead and hop into this. With that being said, we're smoking on my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. This is the original link for this is, let's see, The Independent. And the original link will be in the description if you would like to check out the original video without the reaction. But with that being said, we're going to hop right into it. Here we go.
Donald Trump has been elected the next president of the United States. What do people in the UK have to say?
I'm not overjoyed about it.
I feel like this is terrible, guys.
Why vote him in again? He's a criminal.
People aren't really for like the woke culture in America, so I'm not surprised.
I had the choice to go to the US. I did not go.
Okay, so it's safe to say within that first, I would even say the first 5 to 7 seconds, you see people younger and older like upset. They don't understand why people would vote for Trump, and yeah, they don't seem to like that at all.
Go because I knew that there was going to be Trump out there.
If you were to have voted in this election, who would you have voted for?
I feel like if I say who I'm gonna vote for, then I'll be hated.
I would have voted for Kamala Harris.
I probably would have voted for Harris.
I would vote for Trump probably.
She's been, pro-choice and things like that, which I'm very much for.
I wouldn't have voted for Kamala Harris.
Did you vote?
I didn't vote.
Can you vote?
I can vote, yeah.
Why do you think he's won?
Because there's too many lunatics in America, basically, that just think he's wonderful.
It's cult-like. It's gotten to a point where there is just such an indoctrined belief.
It's sad, but it's cult like on both sides. Unfortunately, because it's a lot of people who they just they want to force their beliefs on other people, or their opinions, and at that point, what that makes me do, people like who have my type of thought process, it makes us go, you know what? Now I'm gonna fight for my right to not vote, because we feel like the electoral college and the shadow government. We feel like it really don't matter. I feel like it's the illusion. As far as they're not really elected, they're selected. That's how it feels. It feels like we all be bamboozled, and then people are like, "Well, you gotta choose anyway. You gotta choose anyway." All right. So what if I? One thing I don't hear people saying is, "What about the other political parties?" What about JFK's son, or there's other political parties people could choose. So why does it always have to just be you have to choose red or blue? And that's my standpoint on it. And people are gonna say I'm wrong, whatever. Hey, I grew up in America. I've accomplished a lot in America, and I'm extremely self sufficient. So I don't. At the end of the day, you can judge me all you want, but it is what it is. If somebody has the right to not vote, then I feel like they shouldn't be crucified for that either, especially when it's a big circus. And then people that say things like, "Oh well, when things get worse, don't complain." But as far as me being a so-called Black American, and things have already hit the fan, and not just for so-called Black Americans, but anybody who isn't in a higher class of living. But especially so-called Black Americans who have been through things like the Tuskegee experiments, who have been through things like these different crack epidemics, and these just so much things that were targeted, and so much that the government has admitted to. So, you got Lake Lanier, which was flooded out. You got Black Wall Street, which was bombed and destroyed. You got so much that it's like, you know, we know what that's like. We've survived in America for a long time. So my ancestors, they fought for the right to just be able to not be treated like an animal when it's all said and done. And I feel like the key for me personally, a lot of people are not going to agree with this because people tend to think one way. I feel like the key. What if everybody were to just say, you know what, we're not going to vote. We're going to take our power back. What if everybody was to stand up and just say that? And say, you know, we're not voting for any of y'all. We're going to work together. So-called black, white, red, yellow, whatever. We're just going to work together. We're going to come together, and we're just not going to vote. I wonder what would happen. Obviously, it would be a crazy war, but still, we're taxed like crazy. Like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
In him that he can say whatever he wants, and he has, and people have been like, yeah, but it's Trump, we forgive him, yeah, but it's Trump, we forget, and it's like
There's a lot of polarization and volatility, so I hope that comes to an end.
I didn't agree with Trump, but democracy won, and democracy voted for Trump.
God bless America.
The truth is, that I'm going to say about Americans that I've noticed too is they tend to be very fearful. Like, they fall for a lot of fear tactics. So right now, there's a lot of people that are scared because they feel like, oh, he's going to, do this, he's going to do that, or this is going to happen. But as time goes on, let's say that doesn't happen. And let's say Trump goes into their town or he does something that they think is good. People tend to sway too. They tend to sway. So, I'm like I said, I'm not. I'm that person that I try to focus on the people as much. I ain't gonna say I try to focus on people, but I try to. When I say I try to be. I walk around kind, right? I actually look at people. I actually say hi to people. I actually acknowledge people's existence when I'm in public, and not just when I want them to vote. Because for what I want them to, oh yeah, I need you now because I believe in what I want this person, so I need you now. I never look at you any other day, or wave or anything or say anything to you, but I'm gonna go up to you and tell you you need to vote, you need to do that now. Wouldn't care if you were just about to unalive yourself or anything like that. So I think humans need to start looking inside, and 2025 is year of the serpent, year of the snake. What does the snake do? Sheds its skin. So with that being said, we need to shed our skins and we need to evolve out here and stop thinking so freaking Neanderthal, however you pronounce it. Stop. And need to just we need to it's time to level up here. It's time to level up and stop being controlled. But like I said, we'll see what happens in the near future. With that being said, original link will be in the description. And yeah, as far as I just it's a lot of people that are upset right now in America. If you guys, for my Brits subscribers that are curious, there's a lot of people that are upset in America right now, and there's a lot of people that are so happy. It's a big divide, definitely great divide right now. Even right now, there's someone that's going to see my video, probably comment something crazy, probably say, I'm unsubscribing from you because you have your own thoughts and beliefs, and I think it's stupid. It is what it is. I'm just at a point where I'm not here to make people happy. But when I can, if you do smile off of my videos, then awesome. I definitely enjoy doing that. But I'm saying I'm not here to, be a people pleaser either. So, um, like I said, like I said before, people just got to be more understanding of people, and people got to learn to come together. People are just whatever the news says, whatever. They're so brainwashed. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. But yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys soon, and y'all be safe out there. Much love, y'all.